Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be doing banded distractions, and if you've never done them before, hopefully you like them. All right guys, so for our banded distractions, we're going to want a strong band, and you can use a thicker band than this, but this was the thickest band I have here. And you're going to want to attach it to obviously something that's non-movable, so like a rig works really well. And it can be attached pretty low, so like about knee height or even lower, all right? So the first banded distraction stretch we're gonna do, we're gonna step into the band. We'll go left leg first, and you're gonna wanna bring this band way up high to your hip, basically right below your butt, all right? And then on the side that that band is on, we're gonna step that leg back and kind of just relax into it. And I can already feel a pretty good stretch just from the band pulling that hip forward. So I'm gonna hang out here for just a little bit. And one thing you can do here is contract your glute really tight, and that should intensify the stretch in the psoas. And after about 10 seconds, then you can relax that glute. We're just trying to get that muscle to relax and ease up a little bit. Awesome. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this into our quad stretch. So we're gonna grab our foot, we're gonna pull that foot in nice and tight. Then we can do a little contract relax effect here. We're just gonna press into the hand pretty hard. I'm actually shaking. I'm not sure if you can tell in the video or not. About 10 seconds. And then relax. Awesome. And then we'll let that foot go. And the next banded distraction we're gonna do, we're just gonna rotate and reposition ourselves a little bit. So everything we're doing today is all about creating space in the hip, because that's gonna help us get our splits a little bit more. So we're gonna keep the band way up high, and then we're gonna take this down into a pigeon stretch. You want a pretty good tension on the band. And then when you set up here, you kind of want this band pulling at kind of a 45-degree angle. So we don't want to be like perpendicular, and we also don't want to be like straight away. So we're trying to set up where we're about at a 45. And then what you're going to do here is bring your back knee up to meet the foot. That's kind of going to hold it in place. You can call this a trapped pigeon stretch. And then before you do anything, you can do a couple cat-cows. So if you kind of like flatten your back out or exaggerate the arch, that should generate a stretch. And then if you go into flexion, you kind of like lose the stretch. So you can go back and forth just a couple times. Intensify the stretch, lose the stretch. And then we're gonna settle in. Exaggerated arch, and you want to let the band kind of pull the hip back and down. And then to get more out of this stretch, you can take your opposite elbow and bring it down towards that knee. I'm not sure if my arm's blocking it, but it's kind of like that. And you can also make it more if you want to reach all the way through and try to lay your shoulder to the ground. You should really feel that in your glute and hip. Awesome. And let's relax. So we're going to kind of keep a similar setup. We're just going to turn over onto our back. Try to maintain tension on the band still. We're gonna go foot over the knee. We'll do our classic hamstring stretch here. So lace the hands through. Pulling that foot in close, just letting this band pull the hip away, try to create a little bit more space. All right, and relax. And then we're gonna go into a straight leg hamstring stretch. So you're gonna actually want both legs straight here. And then you're just gonna try to pull that hamstring in, or that leg in, stretch the hamstring. I like to kind of flex and extend the foot. Hopefully that flex position feel a lot more. Awesome, and relax. Solid. All right, so we got one more side to do. So we can come up, other leg goes in the band. We're gonna step this side back, make sure we have good band tension to our lunge. We're gonna let it take the hip forward. And with all these distractions, you want to let the band do its job, all right? You don't wanna just kind of fight and pull against this. You actually want it to help assist in the stretch, all right? That's kind of what it's there for, okay? All right, then we're gonna squeeze this glute really tight for about 10 seconds. Good, and relax. All right, let's go for our quad stretch. Lift that foot up. Pull it in close to the glute first. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna extend that knee, pressing into my hand really hard. Definitely shaking. And then I'm gonna relax. Let this for a few seconds. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to reposition myself a little bit different on this one, just so I'm not giving you a full-on butt shot there in the corner. So I'm going to kind of go at this angle. So again, going to bring this way up high. I'm going to come out so I got good tension. Bring this down into my trapped pigeon stretch. Okay. I'm going to let that band take my leg back at about a 45. And then from here, I'm thinking cat-cow, so really exaggerate lumbar curve. That intensifies the stretch. Flexion, I lose the stretch. Find lumbar curve. And one more time. Back, okay? Then I kind of want to let the band take my hips back. And then again, if I want, I know I'm a little off camera here, it looks like, but I'm going to take this elbow down to the knee. Maybe I can scoop back just a little bit so you can see. All right, so elbow down to the knee, kind of like step one. And if that feels okay or you want a deeper stretch, you can reach all the way through. Try to bring your shoulder to the ground. Awesome, and relax. Okay, and then kind of the same setup. We're just gonna turn over, so keep this tension. Foot on the knee, pull it in, hamstring stretch. Excellent, and let's get that hamstring. So we're gonna straighten out both legs. Then we're gonna pull this leg in. We can flex and extend the foot. If you're into anatomy, it's kind of like a flex in a way. They call this dorsiflexion, and then this is plantar flexion. It can be kind of confusing. Or you can just call this flexed and that extended. It's no big deal. It's the same thing. Just working on getting that good stretch. Nice. All right, let's relax out of that. So we're done with our band here, and you can always go through, you know, those sequences a couple of times if you have more time. Watch the video twice. We're gonna finish off with some butterfly stretches and then a straddle, and I'll send you on your way. So let's go ahead and have a seat. Bring those feet in, knees out wide. Just kind of like feel around. Do some circles. Might feel good in the hips. Cool. All right, let's do that kind of push away. Feel like that really targets this like high hip crease. Let's go the other way. Nice and relax. All right, let's take this out to our straddle. Wherever you are for today, you can kind of reach into it. The first thing, let's just sit nice and tall. Really try to find that flat back. Opposed to kind of like slouching into it. So tall first. And let's relax. If you get a little roundy here, it's okay. We want to just kind of chill out in this bottom position for a little bit. So if you need to, you can get like a wall ball, like rest on the wall ball, or a yoga block. Works pretty good. If you're to your elbows, we can go to elbows. You feel like you're getting like too roundy here, go ahead and try to like stretch out. Definitely feel that here, a lot deeper. Always remember your breathing. I need to remind myself constantly on this is like, I feel like a point of tension and I like tense up. So you gotta like be aware of it and take those deep breaths in. And as you exhale, try to just really relax. Teach your body to like welcome the stretch or like to melt into the stretch opposed to fighting it. One more time, focus on straightening your back or elongating, sitting tall, whatever helps you get there. Feel a deeper stretch. And relax a little bit further if you're able to. All right, if you want to hold that longer, go for it. Otherwise, bring those legs in nice and slow. As always, great job, you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow.